What's up? Welcome to Upward Incense Tarot. So my name is Bethany. Hi. I wanted to do a pick a card tonight. I'm going to do what is like a message that you need to hear for like self-love. So just like a feel-good message, something to pump you up, something from your spirit guides that maybe you need to hear right now. So this was a topic idea from the poll I did on Instagram. So Naya picked this one or something similar enough. So I'll DM you, Naya, and I owe you a reading. And yeah, I'm running a May sets, I was going to say subscription. No, I'm running a May giveaway. So if you subscribe and comment on any of my May videos, then you're automatically entered. So I'm going to be doing a giveaway in May, and I'm going to do that again in June. So yeah, so we'll repeat it in June. So if you're subscribed and you like and comment on some of my May videos, you're automatically entered, and I'll announce it on my Instagram. So I'll probably announce it on here too. But anyway, oh, I realized I didn't even have the piles over here. So I'm using my Soulful Woman's Oracle deck, and then I'm using my Universal, I think it's Universal Love, this one. I always forget the name of everything, but anyway, it's linked in my description box. So if you want a personal reading with me, information is in my description box. Follow me on Instagram, but let's get started. So we're going to have 3 different piles. This is Raw Celestine. Sorry, it's like late and I just heard my neighbor. I don't know, I try to talk really soft when I'm filming late. This is, I'm totally citrine quartz, and this is just some coral. So take a second and look at all the piles, 1, 2, and 3. I will timestamp them below. I am like tripping over my tongue tonight. Anyway, yeah, sorry. So 1, 2, and 3, let me know. Pick a pile and I will see you at your timestamp. Okay, so pile 1, here we go. So what is a message of love or self-love that you need to hear from your higher self and your guides? Inner wellspring. I have an inner wellspring of love that luxuriously overflows with abundance. So I think this is about like feeding your inner light. Like, obviously, I'm just seeing somebody like quietly meditating, like doing things that really nurture your soul, and the inner you. Maybe you're prone to caring about your looks or your body or your possessions, and this is like your higher self and your guides saying that pay some attention to the inner you and nurture that part of you through self-love, self-care, meditation, reading, study, whatever quiet acts, like going in nature, however you kind of connect to the divine. That is what you're being called to focus on right now. I'm also seeing that if you and when you do this, it will increase your abundance. Heart healing. So my courageous healing journey brings me personal awakening and a deep relationship with myself. So you're learning how to love better, love others better, and love yourself better on a deeper level and on a real level, not just on a mental level, not just like reading inspirational quotes, but like on a really liking the person you see. The neighbors are being so loud. Sorry. On a like liking the person you see in the mirror kind of level. So That's what I'm seeing. If birds mean anything to you, I'm seeing some bird imagery here. And also some like Latin heritage. You might be Latin or have some Latin in you or in your family line, or you might be drawn to that culture in some way. Yeah, you are definitely like operating out of your heart right now. Tonight when I'm filming this, it's an Aries moon. I'm just seeing a lot of red here. So this might be something that is like starting to take hold in you right now, or you're feeling like defensive of yourself in a way, like you really want to love yourself genuinely and nurture yourself genuinely. It's like, you know, you need to, but for some reason you've been avoiding it. You might be a little too comfortable in your negative coping mechanisms, and you just kind of need to retrain some of those habits with some healthier ones. And at the end of the day, it'll be a little uncomfortable, but when you get there to where you're doing healthy things for you, you're gonna feel so much better. So Spirit's kind of like nudging you that way. Loving from the inside. It is a blessing to give myself the gift of my own presence. Yeah, so some of you might be a little bit afraid to be alone or to sit with your own presence. Maybe you're more extroverted, or maybe even if you are an introvert or somewhere in the middle, maybe you've been avoiding kind of that like inner voice, quiet time. Just you didn't really want to be alone with your own thoughts. So Spirit wants you to practice like being alone without feeling lonely. So it's like a state of like contentment that is really important to reach, because different stages of our life you will be alone. So it's like it's good to have that like non-attachment in that way, and to be content in yourself when you need to be, when you need to focus on yourself, when you need to be a little selfish, when you need to focus on work, when you have family stuff going on, when you want to focus on whatever, your own healing. So yeah, it's an important tool to have, and to know when to prioritize that. Yeah, and to like really learn to enjoy it, like to learn to get to a state to where like you feel like your own presence is enjoyable. Ask an introvert what they do. Path awareness, a happy introvert. If I sincerely ask, I'm always guided back to the right path for me and to my central purpose. So you might have been feeling a little off track, or like you're not really doing things that really fulfill you or feed your soul. So maybe you've been chasing some shallow things like materialism or status, or whatever, fill in the blank. Maybe you've just been chasing some things. There's nothing wrong with those things. I'm just saying maybe you've been kind of putting them out of priority in importance to your own just like inner work or self-care, or other people that you should care about in your life. Something's just been maybe a little out of balance. So this is talking about coming back into alignment with you, and the best way to do that is self-care and self-love. So yeah, like taking that time for yourself, taking that time to meditate, doing yoga, doing stretches, having a good diet, seeing people you care about, doing things you love, whatever you enjoy, you know, I'm just throwing things out. That is what is going to nurture your soul and naturally align you with what I would call like your destiny. But okay, I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. So yeah, it's like being open. The owl is also meditating. Owls are very wise. It's like knowing that there is wisdom within, like the truest wisdom and the truest truth, not to sound cheesy, is within. It really is. Like you can read whatever you want out of a book and you can prove it or disprove it, but at the end of the day, beliefs and faith and spiritualism comes down to like really what you believe like in your heart, and I believe that's up to you. So that should be up to you, and maybe it's like taking ownership of that and being open to what you might discover in you. The more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. So maybe you've been kind of avoiding spiritualism or going within. Maybe it's been a trigger or a block for you in some way. Maybe you grew up in a faith system that didn't do so well by you, and so it's kind of like a trigger for you. Maybe you just didn't grow up in a faith system, so it's just new to you. Yeah, but you're realizing that if you do give it some kind of attention, even if it's starting with like self-love as a spiritual act, you're realizing like the power in that. And you're realizing it takes courage to love yourself, because it feels foreign and it can feel stupid if you're not used to it. The moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. Exactly. So no negative talk, no negative hate, self-hate, no low vibing towards yourself. You know, like, don't say things to yourself you wouldn't say to a friend or family member. Don't be rude to yourself. Don't talk down to yourself. Don't demean yourself. Don't, you know, like, you should be your best friend. You should be your best cheerleader. You need to like have that kind of mental conversation with yourself to really, because you respond to it the same that other people do. So I'm a spirit having a human experience, and I'm here to get closer to love. Yeah, it's like the more you go within, the more you love yourself and others, you realize love really is all that matters. And that sounds like cheesy and simple, but it kind of is like that. So when you realize that like that's the goal, you start to like get rid of things that get in the way of that, like things that divide cultures, things that divide people, things that we fight about. Like, you start to realize like what really is more important than that connection or that person or that family or that bond, you know, like not putting things and ideas and even like beliefs or systems or whatever above people, like really realizing that we are what's important and taking care of each other. And I think you just realize that like this is a shared experience, like humanism, spirituality, like we are all here, we're in this together. I think that's one thing quarantine's kind of teaching all of us, like we are really in this together. We are. If we screw up the whole world, we're all gonna die, you know, like at the end of the day, we're all on the same little bubble. So we do and we should take care of each other, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So that starts with you loving yourself first. So that's what I have for you, Pile 1. Comment down below if you like this, if it resonated at all, what you got out of it. I love honest feedback, so I would appreciate it. And yeah, enter my May giveaway if you want. Subscribe and comment and like, and I will choose a winner at the end of the month. Okay, moving on to Pile 2. Thanks for watching, Pile 1. Okay, Pile 2, if you chose citrine quartz, this is your pile. So these are self-love messages, something you need to hear from yourself, your higher self, and spirit. Just kind of words of encouragement, maybe what you need to hear right now, whatever. We're gonna dive in, okay? Self-belief. Self-belief is the magic key that opens up a better, more inspired future for me. So not doubting yourself. Maybe you struggle with doubting yourself. Maybe you have negative self-talk. So Spirit is saying, like, you really need to lean into believing in you. Like, if you don't believe in yourself, no one else is going to believe in you. And the way that the universe kind of works is that you kind of have to believe it first. You have to take that leap first, you know, for the universe to show up and back you. Self-belief is the magic key it opens up a better and more inspired future for myself. I mean, like, basically, yeah, like, if you believe you can do it, you can do it. So, like, accomplishing your goals and reaching for things really starts with you. And I think that's a lesson you're learning right now. Infinite self. My infinite self dwells in the sweetness of this very moment. So, like, being in the present moment. Maybe you're someone who's a little depressed or anxious. Maybe you tend to live in the what ifs of the future. Maybe you tend to live in the shoulda, woulda, couldas of the past. And Spirit is trying to teach you that the healthiest, best mindset is to live in the present. Like, I don't remember who said this. There's a quote, but at the end of the day, all we have is today. You can think about tomorrow, you can plan for tomorrow, and that's great. You can remember yesterday and have those memories, and that's great. But at the end of the day, every day, any day, all you have is today. So it's cheesy, but you might as well live in the present because that's literally all you have every day. So just go for it with certain things. Sanctuary. My inner sanctuary, I connect to peace, inner quietude, and comfort. So maybe you struggle with slowing down. Maybe you struggle with meditating, prayer, alone time. So maybe you're in the process of kind of making your house a sanctuary. Maybe you're setting up like a little like meditation corner. Maybe you're like getting some time to yourself, or maybe you're taking a little like weekend away by yourself. I don't know if anything's open yet in your area, but like camping or just on a long drive or something like that. Like, I think you're finding some time to like nurture yourself, and I think you're enjoying it. It's like helping you feel peaceful. Like, you're realizing that like you really do enjoy time with yourself, and that's okay, and that's better sometimes than time with negative people that at the end of the day just drag you down or knock you down or compete with you or critique you too much or whatever. Like, if you come away from an encounter with someone and you feel more down than you did when you first met them, then that's something's kind of off about that relationship. Like, that's a red flag. Like, people should build you up. Not like everything should be perfect sunshine and butterflies every day, and you don't ever have an argument or conflict in a real relationship. I'm not saying that, but overall, your interactions with someone should be positive, and they should build you up and be supportive. Dream seeds. Oh, so you might have like some crazy dreams right now. I'm not surprised with like, there's a lot of Pisces stuff in the influence right now in astrology. I nurture my dream seeds with love and appreciation and allow them to unfold in their own time. So you're getting messages in your dreams right now. Spirit wants you to pay attention to them. It's going to be different for everybody, but yeah, something significant is happening in your dream life. And you might be getting significant messages of like what to do or direction, or this feels like ancestral kind of communication. They might be downloading things to you. That might sound crazy to some people, but whatever. Some people will even be like maybe getting pictures of the future in their dreams, like things that'll be coming true later. There's nothing sexier than authentic truth. Yes, be yourself. You're learning that. You recognize that in others, and it's like you're having the courage to do that for yourself. Really choosing things that you want to do, that you want to be, that you want to say, and you're gaining confidence in living in that mindset for the first time, maybe. Through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. Can you see the ripples? Dude, I love when Spirit, there's also kind of ripples in this card too. I love when Spirit confirms. Look at that. That's crazy. So something like you're gonna, I don't know, you might have having some like crazy like time warping dreams or something, but it's like whatever you're dreaming about is maybe having an impact on the real world. Like you're finding some kind of like cosmic connection there. That's crazy, but that's, yeah, what I'm getting. I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with eyes of love. So maybe you're struggling with some forgiveness of yourself and others, and there's a lot of power in walking through that. So I think Spirit is trying to encourage you of that, or maybe walking you through some of this in a dream state. I create mindful moments throughout the day, reminding myself that I am love and miracles. That I am love and miracles are natural. Yeah. It's like you're finding your peace, realizing that like you're aligning with like good things, like truth, like love. And I think you're finding your belief in yourself first, and then it's like helping you find it in the universe and that cohesion, like that spiritual cohesion with the natural law of the universe. I think you're finding a lot of power in that, and I think a lot of that is built in self-love. I mean, I think I might do a whole video on this, but like my problem with religion is I think it's like an attack on personal power. And I think what I love about spiritualism, or just no-ism, is that you can find your own personal power. And I think there's so much to that. And I think it helps unite us too. Like when you feel confident in yourself, you feel confident to love others. And it's just like it's a natural balance with the law of the universe, in my opinion. So yeah, that's what I have for you, pile 2. Let me know what you think. Please comment down below. Subscribe and comment and like if you want to be entered in my May giveaway. I'm going to be announcing that later this month. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Bye, pile 2. Pile 3. Okay. If you chose the coral, this is your pile. Let's see what messages of love we have, like self-love messages from you, your higher self, or spirit. We'll start with this oracle deck. Inner guidance. This is the Soulful Woman's Guidance cards. These are really pretty. There's like really cool artwork on them. Inner guidance system. The best answer always comes from the calm, radiant place within me. I wait for these with joy. I see a lot of meditation in all of these, so I've been kind of struggling with that with myself. I try to do it like when I'm like running or doing yoga, or like kind of something active. Or sometimes I'll write through it, so I'm like engaged and not like too fidgety and like ADD. But like for some reason there's a correlation with personal power and meditation and self-love. I don't know what it is, but it's coming up in all 3 of the piles. So heavy heart chakra here with the green and the flower over the heart and the blue. You are doing like major healing work. It's interesting with the turtle here. That's significant for somebody. I'm seeing like these tribal tattoos. You might be connecting with some ancient ancestors. They might be Native American. You're finding guidance through this, so you're having some trippy, crazy meditations, I'm seeing, or you're about to. Self-renewal. As I clean out old energies, I have more space for that which wants to be birthed in my life. So you are doing some spring cleaning. You might be buying plants. You might be painting in your house. You might be redecorating. You might be doing aesthetic redecorating, like coloring your hair, doing new makeup, getting new tattoos. Some of you are going to like some kind of flower gardens. Yeah, I'm seeing you're just like seeing a lot of beauty in the natural world, and you're taking care to cultivate beauty in yourself and in your surroundings. Like you're seeing the value in beautiful things, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's like giving you life to like do a beauty care routine or beautify yourself or buy a new wardrobe or beautify your home. It's like giving you a renewal in some way, like a fresh refreshing of your energy, and that's really powerful. I told somebody that I was like, if you're like so stuck or you're feeling stuck, I was like, just redecorate, move your furniture around, like do something. It helps. Princess Charming. I take the horse by the reins and become my own Princess Charming, taking care of my own needs. So you're really finding power in this with all this red. There's a lot of like Aries and fire energy. You might be a fire sign, you might have fire in your chart, or you might be just embodying this element right now. Heavy third eye, ascension. So you are leveling up in some way on a spiritual plane, and your spiritual gifts are definitely strengthening. So I think you're definitely tapping into maybe some like ancient spiritual stuff like in your bloodline, or some like past life gifts, like some kind of crazy Akashic kind of stuff is what I'm seeing for pile 3. Surrendering. I honor the truth in surrendering as it opens me the gifts of divine grace. Do you notice the like symbolism here? Like definitely some of you might be witches, might do ritual work. I mean, I'm not surprised. This is a tarot video. That might be in your bloodline with the Native American that I mentioned earlier. Heavy on the moon cycles and astrology here. Going back to ancient Egypt. Okay. So for some of you, this is going to ancient Egypt. More third eye. Confirmation. So you are definitely leveling up your gifts in a major way. major way. Through self-love, through self-nurture. Oneness is my true nature. You're aligning with love, power, and the universe. It's like as you feed your own soul, you're drawing in that abundance naturally. I'm the living energy of the universe. You are love. Yeah, you are magic. You are love. It's like you're realizing you're the shit. Like you are everything you need, and you're cultivating all those dreams and results, and whatever you freaking want is what I'm seeing. It's like you kind of have this Midas touch energy going on right now. Like everything you're touching is going to gold. So you're aligning in a very abundant way. This is really cool, pile 3. When I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. Enjoy. You're breaking curses with joy. You're breaking hate with love. You're battling your shadow self with your light attributes. So it's like you're fighting maybe with magic, maybe with intentions, maybe with affirmations, maybe just with whatever. You're fighting, you're using your joy and your playful childlike energy to fight depression and anxiety and just negative stuff that maybe you've been plagued with in the past. So this is really beautiful. I find a deeper meaning in personal growth amidst the discomfort. So yeah, you are shedding old restraints, old blocks, old mindsets. I feel heavy like depression, I can't talk, depression energy. So I feel like it's still there, but you don't let it take over you anymore. It's like you observe these negative thoughts, these dark moods, these heavy energies. You might wrestle with them for a couple hours, minutes, or days, and you let it go. You don't let it consume you anymore. It doesn't take you under for months at a time. You're not obsessed about it. It's like you want to be happy, and you realize to be happy, you need to focus on that for it to manifest. What you focus on is going to manifest. So focusing on heartbreak is making you ruminate in it and feel depressed and stuck. Releasing it, feeling it, letting it go, and letting yourself focus on love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, you know, like fruits of the spirit, like as cheesy as that is, like all the good stuff, that will attract that to your life. So this is a lot of like brain rework and heart rework, and you're doing it on like an astral level in some way, I'm feeling. Okay, so really powerful stuff, pile 3. I feel a lot of shifting energy, like you're just changing in big ways right now, really deep, big ways. It sounds really vague, sorry, but I mean, like general readings, they just kind of are. So yeah, let me know what you think about that. Comment down below. I'm always open for topic ideas. You can shoot those at me. Like, share, subscribe to be entered in my May giveaway. And yeah, I'll announce the winner at the end of the month. And thanks for watching, Pile 3. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.